Guess what? I finally did something that took me from a boy to a man. And that is, I raised my credit score. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I was able to raise my credit score from 524 to over 700. With a 524 credit score, I couldn't even borrow toilet paper without a co-signer. You believe that? I go to a neighbor's house and I'll be like, hey, you got some toilet paper? And you know what they would say? They would say, how many squares do you need? And I raised my credit score as legitly as possible. I didn't do anything sketchy. I didn't go to someone to fix my credit. I didn't ask my first baby mama to put me as an authorized user on her credit card. None of that. But I also have to include, I'm not an expert. Maybe, just maybe, I got lucky. But I'm going to tell you exactly what I did, and hopefully it could help you out. So the first thing I needed to do to fix my credit score was to see what my credit score was. So I downloaded Credit Karma. It's free 99. And I saw I was at 524. Here in the United States, that's a D minus. In Mexico, B plus. I also had one thing in collections. A tire shop. Man, they did me dirty. They did your boy dirty over here. And I know you want to hear the story, so I'll make it snappy, alright? I had a storage unit in my mid-20s, because you know, I'm moving around, living life to the brokest. So they sent me a letter saying, Reyes, you gonna pay? Or we're gonna sell your storage unit, huh? And I told them, I guess you guys are gonna have to sell my storage unit. I had nothing in there except junk and more junk. I didn't care about it. And that was it. I left it. They did sell it. And I'm like, you know what? The money they got, that's what they used to pay my debt. Well, a year later, I'm checking my credit score. They sent me to collections, man. Snakes. And it was about $200. And you know what I said? Fudge that. Another year passed by. And it went from 200 and something to 300 and something. And you know what I said? Forget that. I ain't gonna pay. What are they gonna do? I was sleeping in my car at that moment. What, they're gonna come tow me? They ain't never gonna find me. I went dark. But yeah. I was homeless before, but look at me now. Right above the poverty line. That's right, I made it. Fast forward a few years, my pullout game has been slacking, and now I have a family, so we're trying to get a house. But because my credit score is so bad, they want to charge me double the rent for security deposit plus first month's rent. Might as well ask for my left kidney. Right there and there I decided I gotta fix my credit. And I know what you're thinking, but Reyes, if they did you dirty, fight it. And look, yes, I could fight it, and I could spend valuable time, energy, and money to hopefully, maybe, get it removed. But I'm still going to pay someone to do it. And for me, at this point in my life, my time is more valuable than that. Plus, it's only a couple $100. It's not gonna break the bank. And if it could make my headaches go away, so be it. The next step was to figure out how I'm going to increase my credit score. And I don't know how to do it. So I went to the professionals. Instagram. I asked people how they raise their credit. And the number one answer was secure cards. Capital One secure cards seem to be the one everybody used. And if you don't know what a secure card is, it's pretty much like a credit card, but instead of using the company's money, you put in your own money. I put in $300, but I know some of you are going through the struggle. Hey, you could put $100, and I know some of you don't even have $100 right now, but hey, things are gonna get better, right? Just keep working hard. But here's what everybody and their mamas told me. don't use more than 25% of your balance. So if you only put $100 in, don't use more than $25 and pay it right away. I kept doing that and I never felt more like an adult in my life. And look, the reason why I want to raise my credit is because, well, life is coming at me fast and I'm not ready. Can I get a house right now? No. Can I get a loan? No. Can I get a car with a low interest rate? No. All of my 20s, I never cared about the credit. When someone would tell me, Reyes, you need to start building your credit, I told them, I don't need that negativity in my life. Get out of here. But I should have listened. You know, I used to be Mr. Cool and I paid everything with cash. I needed a new car? Cash. I needed a new apartment? Cash. But as I was trying to get a house, you know, moving up in life, I noticed a lot of companies don't care if you have cash. They want someone with good credit. Man, what a wake-up call. And after getting rejected so much just because of credit, I was so determined to raise mine. Look, I was so determined. I don't even date anybody with bad credit. Every time I meet someone on farmersonly.com, I ask them these 3 questions. What do you do for a living? What's your credit score? And when does your baby daddy get out of prison? So I'm building my credit. I'm doing everything right. I'm making progress. And then guess what? Life says, Reyes, I'ma mess you up. Starts kicking me when I'm down. That's right. Everybody gets kicked down when they're trying to make moves. Everybody. But only the people who want to truly achieve their goals will get up and keep going. And you might be asking, Reyes, what do you mean? What happened? This is what happened.
Hi, I guess I got sent to collections, wondering what options I have to start making payments on it. So this is what happened, and let this be a lesson to everybody, man. I had a Pontiac. You guys remember my Pontiac, the one I was homeless in? Well, one day I was just driving it. Next thing I know, smoke comes out of the hood. Next thing I know, all the lights in the front of the car start lighting up. Car dies. I just roll down a hill, park to the side. Psh, I busted the transmission. It was an old car. It got discontinued. Anyways, though. So I had it towed to my apartment, and it was there for about a year. Once I moved out, somebody told me, hey, what are you going to do with the Pontiac? I'm like, well, honestly, I'm not going to pay $2,500 to get it fixed. So I'm just taking it to the junkyard. And that person says, hey, I have a family member that's really good with cars. If you want them to fix it, they could give you a good deal. And I'm like, well, if you know somebody, what if I just give you the car and you deal with it? He goes, oh, all right. I signed the pink slip, gave it to him. That was it. 2 years later, which is now, I get a letter saying that my car got towed from the apartment because it never got moved. The guy never changed it to his name, and I got sent to collections. Now, what's the lesson? I should have double checked that he moved the car to his name. I should have double checked. I didn't. I'm paying the price.
I could have been like some people and used this as an excuse to quit. I could have told myself that life doesn't want me to succeed, so I'm going to stop. But we all go through this. We all get kicked down. We all have to take a step back. But the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is that successful people will take this on the chin and keep going. The unsuccessful people will use this as an excuse to quit. So what did I do? You already know. I took it on the chin and I kept going. And for 6 months, nothing happened. I'm using my card, paying it, nothing. And I'm like, they lied. My score hasn't gone up or down. And then one day, one day, as I'm arguing with a McDonald's cashier, telling them that ranch should be free, and while she's getting the manager, I decide to check my credit score, and guess what I see? 700. That's right. That's right. Man, I was so excited that day. I went to bed super late. I finally called it at like 9:45. I'm like, all right, cut it off. I gotta go to bed. Woo! But like I mentioned earlier, I'm not an expert. Maybe I just got lucky. But here's the thing. I've never really used credit before. So maybe it jumped a lot because it was my first time using credit and I was doing it right. Who knows? I don't know. But I'm going to continue to grow my credit score and keep it as high as I can. I'm going to be honest. People look at you differently when you have a good credit score. For example, my mother-in-law went from telling my girl, he's no good for you, he only has a 524 credit score, to, you guys should buy a shed from Big Lots. Yeah. Another example is I could go into any furniture store and buy any couch I want. And look, I know some of you might have better or worse credit, and what I did might or might not work for you. But the point is, I made a decision to fix my credit, and I got kicked, and I could have stopped, but I chose to keep moving forward. And that's what I want you to do. Figure out what your options are and just take action, because nothing is going to happen unless you make it happen. But now my credit is only going up a few points every other month. But here's the thing. When you're trying to achieve your goals, it's a marathon, not a sprint. So be patient and then just keep taking little steps. Look, little steps. So I hope this video inspires you to take action in whatever you want to do. Don't let the struggle stop you. And if you enjoyed this video, press the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video.